Guys, it's Bloor here. So today I'm going to start a little quarrel between trickshotting and feeding, which one I like most, and both of their pros and cons. So before we get into that, this gameplay is an MSR gameplay on interchange. I get like 50 kills, maybe like 15 deaths, and it's pretty sick. I kind of like spawn camp a lot. That's because I'm feeding in this gameplay, so don't let that bother you. I'm not the best gameplay getter, as I said on my other channel, and I don't even know if getter is a word, but whatever, I don't really care. So let's get into the little battle between trickshotting and feeding. So some of you may have seen my other commentary on my other channel about the community, and I said that trickshotting was stupid, so you're going to know my side on this little battle. I'm going to like feeding way more than trickshotting, but instead of just saying that I like feeding more than trickshotting, I'm going to give you guys reasons why. And give you guys reasons why maybe feeding might not be as good as trickshotting, or might not be as respected in the community as much as trickshotting is. So first off, I'm going to tell you guys why I don't like trickshotting and why I like feeding more. So since like 6 months ago, I think trickshotting has gotten incredibly boring and incredibly uncreative. So to me, every trickshotting episode is becoming nearly the same. Editing is the only creative and unique side of a trickshotting episode. All the trick shots seem to be the same. They always jump off the same buildings. And I know trick shots are different. There's different variations. I know that. I mean, there's not only one trick shot that people do, but it's 10% skill on whether you're going to hit a shot, okay? 90% of it is luck, and luck is whether you're going to hit the shot or not, or whether the no-scope is going to go straight or not go straight. And the 10% of skill is where you can press a lot of buttons quickly, and you just know how to do the trick shot and know how to press buttons fast, instead of people that don't know how to. That's the only difference. Feeding takes 10 times more skill than trickshotting. I know I'm going to get a lot of shit for saying that trickshotting doesn't take skill and that feeding does. But see, feeding is unique every time. See, with trickshotting, there's only two things you can do. There's a 2-piece and, well, more like 4. There's a 2-piece, the normal kill cam trick shot, a mid-game trick shot, and occasionally a 3-piece, which really shouldn't count. With feeding, there's a voice crack, I'm sorry. But with feeding, there's triple feeds and S&D, which really no one uses anymore, but triple feeds. There's quad feeds, there's 5-mans, there's the occasional 6 and 7-man, there's triple headshot feeds, quad headshot feeds, triple collats, quad collats, and most of the time they are in different places instead of the normal trick shot that is off like the same building, or is off like just the same building. Yeah, most trick shots are off the same building in each map. Each map has like their specific 1 or 2 buildings that you jump off of. So, with trickshotting, I think it's getting old. I think there's way too many. Okay, I need to get this out of my system. There are way too many people that trickshot nowadays. For all of them to become popular people, there's way too many clans. There's way too many players, and as of now, the only people that get their videos viewed are known people that started a while ago, who I do respect for trickshotting. I respect the known people. Other people hate known people because they get all the recognition, but they've worked the hardest. They've done it for the longest, and I respect them because it wasn't stupid back when they started. And so overall, I think feeding is way better than trickshotting. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get a lot of crap for it, but it is. It takes way more skill. And trickshotting is not creative anymore. And another thing is, with feeding, the editing is much better. It's so much better. Okay, it's so much more creative. And instead of just 1 or 2 shots in each clip, there are like 4 or 5 shots that an editor can work with and do some cool stuff with, instead of just a couple shots in a trick shotting episode or in each clip, and a couple is 2. Sometimes I get that confused with more than 2, but a couple is 2, so that's what I meant by that. If you guys were confused, I don't know if you were. I don't think you were, and I don't know why I'm still talking about this. So let's change the subject. So now I'm going to talk about why feeding might not get that much recognition, and I'm going to get a lot of shit for this, okay, but here we go, whatever. Okay, to me, it seems like feeding is a much harder thing to do than trick shotting. It's a much harder skill to acquire than it is to hit a trick shot. So people find trick shotting easier and easier to learn than it is to learn how to feed and how to be like have precision and accuracy when it comes to shooting people, instead of hitting a lucky shot, which people find easier and less stressful. So that's one reason. The one reason is that it's easier to trick shot, it's harder to feed. I know I'm gonna get shit for that. I know it. I know I'm gonna get crap for the fact that I said trick shotting is easier. But to me, it is. I have tried trick shotting. It's stupid, and it's like exponentially much easier than feeding is, because it's just based on luck instead of skill. Another reason why feeding might not get that much recognition, I'm sorry, I kind of blanked out there. Another reason why feeding might not get the recognition it deserves is because it's way more stressful to get feeds than it is to trick shot. With trick shotting, you go into a game just expecting to jump off buildings. Oh yeah, okay, I never said this. With trick shotting, people stand there and let you trick shot on them. That's another part of it not taking skill. Someone stands there and lets you jump off a building and shoot at them multiple times before, just until the round ends, basically. Okay, you set up trick shots. Every shot nowadays is set up. There's that occasional shot that isn't, because someone jumps off and gets lucky, but people set up. It's so stupid. Okay, I know if people didn't set up, then basically trick shotting would be impossible to do, but every trick shot nowadays is set up, and it's stupid. And feeding, no feeds are set up, unless you're a fag and you set up feeds, but no one really sets up feeds. That's another reason why feeds take a whole lot more skill than trick shotting takes. And back to what I was saying, feeding is much more stressful to get a feed, because that ties in with setting up. Since people don't set up and you're trying to get a feed, when you're on a feed, people will kill you. See, when you're trick shotting, you just spin around and expect no one to kill you while you're in the air, but there's that occasional douche that pretends to set up and then kills you, but he's not a douche because he doesn't want to set up. I respect the fact that people don't want to set up because they just sit there and do jack shit. So I don't find that fun whatsoever. I've set up before. I don't know why I did. Well, it's probably because my friends told me to, but it was incredibly boring. And with feeds, you'll be on like a triple feed. You'll be like, yeah, almost a quad. And then you'll get shot in the face and you'll die and your feed will be ruined. And so you won't get it. And with trick shotting, you can just try over and over and over again without anyone interrupting you. So it's really dumb. So overall, guys, I find feeding much more skillful, much more entertaining, much more enjoyable, much more creative, much more unique, just overall way better than trick shotting. Okay, trick shotting, occasionally there's that sweet trick shot, but not really. Most trick shots nowadays are the same. And occasionally it is fun to just go trick shot in a private match just to have fun with your friends, and occasionally it's fun to go in public matches to trick shot, but nowadays I find it stupid. I feel like in the next year trick shotting is going to go down the drain and feeding will finally have the respect it deserves. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. Please like if you enjoyed, and comment on which one you like most. Comment if you like feeding, and comment whether you like trickshotting, and tell me why. If you want to, you can just tell me why you like the other one more than the other. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. I really like the response I'm getting on my new channel, and I like the support you guys are giving me. So the gameplay is now over. So I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. Peace out.